Hey guys, thanks for joining us. This is for our EFD-552 class. We're working on a diversity plan for Appalachian High School and some things we'll talk about, some goals we're kind of setting for our school and things we would like to see, the direction we'd like to see our school take. Let's first introduce yourself. We have...
I'm Kim Osborne. I'm an English language arts teacher.
I'm Joe White, and I teach health, driver's ed, and PE.
And I'm Curtis Atkinson. I teach science and coach junior high football and softball. We're all working on our administrative degrees and instructional leadership. So let's dive into our diversity plan and talk about some issues that we'll be talking about. This is the definition of diversity according to 3 and 4 different sources that we have looked at. We've talked to the National Council of Accreditation for Teachers Education and their definition, the Association of American Colleges and Universities, as well as the cultural diversity. And from one of our studies, we looked at what diversity is and the identities making groups off from each other. And I kind of like this last definition probably the best because it incorporates everything. Diversity is not just cultural, it's not just ethnic, it's not just poverty level to rich level. It is if you and I are different in any kind of facet of life. So diversity can be many different things, and I think our students kind of understand that better younger than we do when we get older, because our minds as we get older kind of streamline into thinking that diversity is strictly along the ethnic line when it's really encompasses just about everything. So these are some of the definitions for that. Appalachian High School mission statement says this, that we believing that all students are entitled to a positive educational experience. We'll strive to provide a quality education through a competent professional staff, supportive families, responsible students, and an involved community. And if we go by that, it'll make our students a much better person when they enter the workforce. This is our diversity mission statement. It says Appalachian School believes that the diversity of its school community enhances the school's ability to implement its mission. Appalachian School understands the importance of sharing the ideas of a multicultural community to better enhance the educational experience. Being able to explore different perspectives, ideas, and points of view, and a very important aspect of preparing young minds for today's world. Through multicultural experiences, students will be prepared to make informed judgments, think critically, and grow as human beings. And that should be the goal, not just for our students, but it should be the goal for every staff member, every administrator, every counselor that walks through our building, and not just our building, but all of those of the district. Here's some of the goals that we would like to achieve as some of the studying that we've done and looked into the diversity issues. Goal number 1, we want to achieve a diverse population of students and faculty. This is one that we really focused on when we had our discussion back a few weeks ago, that we're a 100% white teacher. It might be a good idea if we kind of skew toward trying to hire a multicultural or a more diverse population of faculty and staff as we go forward. We really can't do anything about our students. Those are the ones that just kind of move in, but we can kind of change our overall administrative and staff perspective on that. Goal number 2, develop strategies to support students with a diverse background. This is looking out for those that maybe can't help themselves. Number 3, incorporate diversity into the curriculum. This is one that all of us need to work on because we get so kind of streamlined on what we're from and the culture we're from. We need to kind of work on making sure that we incorporate everybody, making everybody feel comfortable. Number 4, promote the students and faculty to work together on diverse issues. 5, make sure that the school atmosphere is positive, very important. A positive learning environment for the students, faculty, and community. And number 6 is one that we've really stepped our game up and something we kind of incorporated through some work and looking at the numbers. Our special Fridays, incorporate diverse learning experiences for our special Fridays. We've been working on enhancing student learning by giving them an opportunity to do things they like on Friday afternoons this spring, and it's been a real positive impact. We went from 46% to about 27% that were 65 average or higher. So we really turned out on that. I think that's something that we can really work on going forward to try to add in some of that diversity issue.
Standardized test scores. This is the average for the last 3 years here at our school. In the past 3 years, the average scores for our Hispanic and poverty level students is 16% lower than students who are not Hispanic or above poverty level. The definition of poverty is the state or condition of having little or no money, goods, or means of support, condition of being poor, and part of our diversity here is a lot of poverty. Here's the 2014 Alabama Poverty Data Sheet. Alabama ranks as the 6th poorest state. 19% of our neighbors and 28% of our children live below the poverty line. Blount County has 16.5% in poverty, all people included. Female-headed households with children, 43.3 live in poverty. K through 12 free reduced lunch is 58.76% Alabama in 2013-2014. In Blount County, it's 55.34%, and here at Appalachian, it's 62.61%. Two versions of poverty. There's the generational and situational poverty. Generational poverty exists for 2 or more generations, and that's what we see here at Appalachian more commonly. Situational poverty can be caused by circumstances, shorter time than generational poverty. Situational poverty could be caused by illness, death, or divorce. Generational poverty characteristics. These are things we see here at Appalachian all the time. Incomplete homework, we have a real big problem with zeros for not doing work here. The lack of middle class courtesies, the desire to entertain, they don't get a whole lot of attention at home, so they want to entertain here. The disrespectful to authority, trouble getting started or motivated. Effort in class is based on their relationship with their teacher. Our teachers here have to work hard to establish relationships with students, and they use casual register for storytelling.
Some of our resources, support systems, friends, family, staff members, I think that's something we do a good job here at Appalachian. I think all the teachers, staff members really work together. We understand some of the situations that, unfortunately that our students grow up in, and we do our best to support them in every aspect of life. Relationships and role models, that's something, again, that I think we do a good job of. A teacher, first of all, aside from their curriculum and teaching the course of study standards, we need to be role models for our kids, and I think all our teachers do a good job of doing that. Knowledge of hidden rules. Mental is the abilities and acquired skills to deal with daily life. Emotional, and also financial, money to purchase items. Something we do here in Blount County, we have a needy children fund that if a student falls on hard times, I think we've applied for it 2 times in the last couple of years. We unfortunately had some kids that lost their house and everything they had to fire, so they were able to apply for this and able to get some help financially through our needy children fund. So I think that's something that Blount County does a good job of. Also, our spiritual, believing in divine purpose and guidance, and our physical, our health and mobility. Strategies for students who have not had access to proper role models, appropriate instruction, mentorships, and support systems. Those to me go hand in hand, and again, that's just doing everything we can to help our kids overcome the poverty or the diverse situations they're dealing with. Appropriate discipline. Sometimes children who come from diverse backgrounds or poverty level, when you try to correct them, they take it as if you're being mean to them. When really we're doing our best to help them, and we're trying to correct them in a positive way. We're not trying to demean them in any way. Encourage goal setting. That's setting goals where each student can reach these goals, identifying options, and teaching the hidden rules. Relationships. Relationships are the key to achievement for students in poverty. And I think developing a relationship, the first thing you have to develop that relationship is trust. And the student has to earn trust in you, that they can come and talk to you not only about schoolwork, but about problems they may be having at home. And as a teacher, that's something you want to really work hard at, is developing that trust level. 90% of the time, people who move from poverty into middle class credit relationships with teachers, counselors, coaches, or other mentor figures. Support systems often create lasting relationships, and that's something I think we all strive to do. We would like to do is to see our relationships with our students and the kids that leave here not just be while they're at school, but be long life lasting. Some activities that we put together that we would like to work on that I think would help our teachers and our staff. Professional development for the faculty, and I think any teacher will tell you that there's always things we can do better at. and professional development on diversity, how we can connect the curriculum across the classes would, I think, be a big plus here at Appalachian. Gaining community support. We all know that for students to achieve, we have to have everybody's support here at the school. But if we can reach the people at home, we can reach the parents or whoever they're living with, then I think that'll be a greater chance of them increasing their scores and grades. Focus on character traits. Create an atmosphere that welcomes parents and students from diverse backgrounds. And through some of my interviews I conducted with my kids, everything that I've gathered from them and some of the people that I've interviewed, diverse groups outside of the school, is that we do create a good atmosphere here for the students. They do feel at home here, and they feel like they're on equal footing. Incorporate diversity into lesson plans and develop multicultural experiences, and expand library resources to include more multicultural literature. All right, and these are our references we used for our presentation. Thank you.